On an 18-inch cedar roof shingle, perfection or taper sawn, I will not install an 18-inch shingle, again, either perfection or taper sawn, at a greater exposure than 5 inches. And this is very, very important. And the reason why is because if I install it at 6 inches or 6 1/4, I have to install less courses on a roof to get to the ridge, less shingles, so less work and less material, which means for a lot of guys that they make more money. But what happens is that exposure is greater because it's easier to do and you use less materials, but because the exposure is greater and not tighter, in other words, not smaller, when it is tighter and smaller, it is much stronger in terms of keeping that wood shingle down and keeping the shingle underneath it down, because each shingle overlaps the one that precedes it. So this is like paramount, and 5 inches or 4 3/4 for an exposure is a great exposure on an 18-inch shingle. And because the #1 offender with a cedar roof or a wood roof, whatever you want to call it, is buckling, curling, buckling, warping, whatever describes the shingle buckling up and pointing up to the sky. A roof needs whatever it can get to keep it held down, and that's one of the most important things.